I just want to do just a little... Basically, I was crying all day, so I have to put a filter on, and I actually put a light on there so at least you can see. But anyway, the point is... 3 things really, actually, is really important. Well, life is weird. Like, this is... Imagine doing, like, exams and you don't know when the exam is up, like... Does anyone think of it like this? Maybe it's just because I've just seen... It's just been a weird 2 months. But, like, do you know if you were doing a set of exams, you know when it finishes, like, on the 14th of April or whatever. But, like, life is a bit like an exam, whatever. But, like, imagine doing exams that it's endless and you don't know, do you have one more exam or do you have, like, just, like, another 40 years of exams? I don't know if that's very deep, very reflective. I don't know. But what I'll tell you this as well is it's funny. Irish people are good to Irish people wherever they go, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, the other day, I was just, like I said, I knew that this weekend was, but actually, funny enough, I felt like I did a big show at the Comedy Store 2 weekends ago, and I really felt like that was, like, it was so bad that actually I was going on stage, I checked in and everyone was like, just go on stage, we're not going to talk to you, do your show. And then when I came off stage, I was like, I was sure it was going to have been time, but it wasn't. And so then, like I said, I woke up this morning and I got a text, my friend had passed away. And the thing is, it's just, life is really, it's weird. It's horrible to watch someone die of cancer as well. It's horrible. Like, I don't know on any planet that it's nice. And it's hard and it's just awful. But on Thursday night, I went to the Bourbon Room. I was trying to make a video, actually, to say thank you to somebody for being so kind and just for... But I end up talking, I don't know, I went anyway, and on Thursday anyway, I went because I'm so homesick because I didn't go home for Easter, didn't go home for St. Patrick's Day. And so there was Irish were rolling into town. And you know what the Irish are like? We're always so supportive of each other. I feel like we are. And I feel like, you know, Cillian came over here, won the Oscar. Everyone was like delighted. I don't know. And then the press and media came to see my show when they were in town that weekend as well. I was at the Comedy Store again, I know. And I just feel like we're so supportive of each other. Like, I just feel like we're always rooting for each other. At home, I think everyone kills each other. But if you're out of town or you're away, you're always rooting. So anyway, for 2 reasons. I wanted to go see Joanne because I wanted to support. And then also, I also was like, I dropped the ball because the first night I don't think there was an opener for her show, which is Joanne she can do crowd work. It doesn't make a difference. But I just wish I had offered, not even to get paid. They could have paid me with 2 loaves of Cambridge's brown bread and a pack of potato crisps. But I felt like I dropped the ball because I was so distracted because my friend has been in hospice the last 2 months, and I had made a part 1 about the fact that I got told he was going to hospice the night before I woke up, and then Lisa Murphy had passed away. So, like, I don't know about anyone else, but, like, drop a comment below if you're over cancer, because I'm done with it. Like, I'm just... I don't get teary on a video, and I have to put a filter on because I have been... It's just hard. But the other night, the nicest thing happened. I went to support Irish comic, obviously, Joanne McNally. She's killing it at home. And I went to support. And I think I probably went because I was like, oh, well, there'll be an Irish woman. I get an old hug. And like I said before, the green room. And honestly, they were so nice. Joanne's manager is a dote as well. Oh, my God. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous woman. I'm not going to say her name because as a manager and agent, most of the time they want to keep themselves, because otherwise they'll have a million unsolicited people reaching out to them. But oh my God, she's so lovely. And Joanne is gorgeous as well. Like, if I was McNally, I'd be like, security, come here. This one has given me 7 hugs. Because I was like, oh my God, Irish accent, come here to me. Because the only good thing about Easter was I found some cream eggs, and I'm pretty sure they actually import the cream eggs from Cadbury's in Europe, because it doesn't taste like the shitty Cadbury's here. But anyway, other than that, my Easter was like completely, they don't really celebrate Easter here. So it was kind of weird. But anyway, long story short, I gave these poor Irish women, Joanne McNally and her agent, manager was on tour with her. I gave them so many hugs and they were just so nice. I'm sure they would have been like, would you get your one off me? I was like, oh my God, so homesick, come here, the Irish accent. And like I said, I wanted to get flowers for her, but I just was running late, and I actually got lucky when I got there. I got parking really easily, and the green room is way down the back of the Bourbon Room, and like, I'm sure it's haunted, but like all these old clubs are haunted. And I was like, hi, knock, knock, whatever. And well, I didn't even knock, knock. But the green room has dress rooms within the green room. So Joanne was outside And I was like, hi, I'm a comic. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, I know. And I gave her like a little gift bag of just travels, like just skincare size and stuff. Like, and I'm not like, it's not to promote anything. I actually wanted to bring her flowers, but I was running so late I didn't. And then I gave her manager some skincare as well. And honestly, like, it's a nightmare for me to ship skincare to Ireland. It's just, we're not trying to push that. At some stage we'll do a collab with Primark or something like in like 2 or 3 years. But anyway, point being, Joanne McNally is a hilarious woman. I can tell you in real life as well. She's incredibly, she's just pragmatic and practical and nice and fucking hilarious. But she gives a great hug and was so nice to me, because I don't know if they knew how much it meant to me, because like I said, I've been going through hell waiting around. You know, when you're waiting for someone to die, it's kind of shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, they had so many hugs, and I don't think they know how much the hugs meant to me, if that makes sense. And these, like, I'm happy, because I'm also happy that, I'm sad that my friend has passed away, but if anyone's been around anyone who's dying of cancer, there comes a time when, you know, even though in the best care and everything else, it's just like, you know, so I don't know if they know, because I'm not going to explain, oh, by the way, my friend's dying and I didn't go home, and no, I said to them, I'm homesick, and they were, come here, give us a hug. Honestly, there's nothing like Irish women. Big hugs, loads of hugs. And then when Joanne, she was so funny. I don't know if I said this in the other video when I was just chatting about my friend passing away, but one of the best jokes she does, and maybe it's just because I'm Dr. Botox, she goes, got me lips done, and then she goes, they're still a bit tender. And I said, I love that joke, it's hilarious. And she goes, I'll do it for you. And I'll do that but people will go to me, oh, I love that joke. I go, don't worry, I'll throw it in at the top. And she did it in the first 2 or 3 minutes, which is exactly what I would do, because if I didn't do it the first 2 or 3 minutes, I'd fucking forget. And she did that joke, and I was like at the side, and I was like, ugh, love it. And she went down a treat, it was full house, standing ovation at the end. She did brilliant. And then when she got off stage, I went backstage again, and I just gave her a big hug. And I was actually running to go on stage somewhere else myself. I had a call time of 10 o'clock. So anyway, long story short, everyone finds Joanne McNally utterly hilarious. I can also tell you she is a gorgeously, hilariously, but also very kind person. Like, and by the way, I wasn't there going, oh, my friend is dying. I just was like super professional. Hi. I felt really bad and stupid that I hadn't offered to open for her, because the first night, the opening act apparently didn't turn up, like fucking disgraceful, unprofessional. And the second night, the opening act was an American girl. And actually, just for the audiences there, it's nice to have all the Irish references. And like I said before, I don't know if I even said, because I'm so demented today because I've been crying all day. But I think it's really important to have the Irish references and then also be able to do the local references, so you get both sides of the audience, whatever. I feel like I dropped the ball. I wouldn't have even need to be paid. I would have, like I said, a couple of bags of Tato crisps down and maybe an old cream egg, Cadbury's cream egg from Ireland, Cadbury's. But I feel like, do you know when and I feel like I haven't done TikToks in ages either, because do you know when you're just distracted, sometimes life gets in the way a little bit. Also, I've been writing a lot, and when I go writing, I just kind of, I don't know. The truth of the matter is my friend's been dying, so I haven't really done any TikToks. That's the reality of it. And now he's died this morning. Well, actually late last night. I woke up this morning. It's really weird as well. Do you know when you wake up? I woke up at 4 o'clock. I woke up at 5 o'clock. It's just weird that when you know something bad is happening. But in all of this, I'm so glad. Like tonight I meant to go out, and I actually was halfway at the door. Actually, I was gone 4 blocks, and I just came home. I'm like, I'm not in the humour, you know. But I had a lovely, and I'm at comedy clubs every night, either performing or at them. But I just had such a joyous night on Thursday, just hearing the Irish accents, Joanne and her manager. And like I said, her manager is gorgeous, lady from Lisa Richards' agency, and oh my God, a kinder human I couldn't have met, just gorgeous. And I was like, give us another hug. And then I was like, oh, give me another hug, because of the Irish accent. I was like, oh my God. And like I said as well, there was an American girl opening, and I said, oh, us Irish, we look after each other. And we were like, yeah. It's just funny the way everyone knows who the Irish are. We're the smallest, literally the smallest country, or one of them in the world, and everyone knows who we are, and we all stick together. We always like to see each other do well. Maybe not at home. I think people are a bit like begrudging, but I certainly was so proud. And I took some footage of the sign, and I must post it as well. But the main thing was that, honestly, if I was Joanne McNally, I must have given her about 7 hugs. That, like, personally, I think she should have called security on me. She was so gorgeous. And I mean, I say that jokingly, because obviously I'm a comic, I'm backstage, I'm like whatever, like, it's not like. And I think she met some of her fans afterwards. There was a few people brought down to the green room. I was racing because I had to go somewhere else. But and I like it as well, because she just kind of gets into her stuff and then protects her energy, which is a good way to be, except for obviously me, who's like, give us another hug, I'm really homesick. And they didn't even know my friend was dying, so I don't think they knew how much it meant to me. But and I don't think Joanne's on TikTok, but like, and I'm not really on Instagram, so I just wanted to say that she is the funniest girl ever. She did a great show, but also she's the kindest, kind, and her manager also. So they just